Hey guys, hopefully you are all doing well. Prime Collections here. Well, it's always a very pleasant day when we get to see some leaks by way of the Scarlet Joker, and I wanted to share those with you guys today on this channel here. So let's not hesitate, let's not wait any longer, let's get into the world of Funko today. So before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out over to Scarlet Joker over on Twitter and Instagram. Without him, we never get this kind of information usually. And when it comes to his lists, they are fairly accurate. So if you want to go ahead and give him a follow, I have linked his Twitter down below. That way you can go ahead and check him out and be aware of all the leaks as I am here so you can know what's going on in the world of Funko today. And I must preface this by saying that with these leaks, these are always subject to change and can change, but usually most of the time these are spot on, straight ahead, ready to go. So first of all, in support of Deadpool 3, they're going to be releasing a Deadpool and Wolverine pop, new ones. I would love to see this be a 2-pack of the image shown here. I think that would be a great opportunity for them to capitalize on Deadpool 3. I'm not surprised to see these. These are definitely two of the main talking points when it comes to this movie, is Hugh Jackman revitalizing his choice of being Wolverine, and obviously Deadpool 3. The Deadpool movies have done extremely well, the first and the second one, as comedies and just in general as respect to the mediums that they are representing. So I would not be surprised to see these do well when they do eventually drop. Next up, we also got two confirmed from the upcoming Marvel Studios show or movie Echo. We've got the main character Echo and the Kingpin, and I think that the Kingpin is going to be the one that was from the Daredevil TV series. I think that that actor is reprising their role, and I think his name is Vincent D'Onofrio. Someone let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but he's going to be reprising his role as Kingpin. I think he did a great job in the Daredevil show, so it'll be interesting to see those two when those are officially announced as well. And next up, concerning the movies genre of Funko Pops, we actually have a full new wave confirmed for Wizard of Oz via these leaks. We've got Dorothy with Toto, we have the Scarecrow, we have the Tin Man, we also have the Cowardly Lion with a potential chase. If they're going to do a chase, I think it's going to be a flocked version, or they could potentially do his King of the Forest outfit where he has the crown and he has the cape and he has the scepter when he is in the Emerald City. We're also going to get Glinda the Good Witch, as well as the Wicked Witch of the West, and we are also going to get a pop town featuring the Emerald City with the Wizard of Oz. I think that they are doing this because we haven't seen the Wizard of Oz pop since the originals that came out, I want to say back in 2013, and these are pretty much grails now because of how old they are. They're definitely harder to find and they are a little bit spendy, so I could see why they would want to do this, especially with it being the 100th anniversary of Warner Brothers. So look for these when they eventually do release, coming out probably the next couple months or so. And we also got a wave of Jurassic Park stuff that was announced. We've got a hatchling T-Rex, a hatchling Dilophosaurus, a hatchling Velociraptor, and a hatchling, and if I'm saying this correctly, Sigimaloch. It's my opinion that they saw the basically the success of the hatchling raptor that they had initially from this most recent con, and I think that they're trying to capitalize on that. I actually don't remember these from any of the movies, so I think that these are just going to be pieces kind of based around that whole hatchling raptor perspective, and I'll be interested to see how these turn out when they eventually are shown off in their physical pop form. And finally, as usual, anime fans, we get to eat because there is a ton announced for a bunch of different anime waves that are going to be eventually coming out by way of these leaks here, and let's get right into those. So for Yu-Gi-Oh fans, you get another few different pops that are coming your way. So first of all, we have the Harpy Lady with a potential chase. Now, I don't know if the chase will be her holding her Rose Whip or if the Rose Whip will be equipped with it, but it's interesting to see whether it's just going to be like a metallic version or whether there's going to be like an added like item initially with that Harpy Lady. We also got the main protagonist and antagonist at the beginning of the story from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, where we have Chaz Princeton as Jaden Yuki. It's not surprising to see this because we've already had, I want to say Yugi, we've had Joey, and I think we've had Seto Kaiba and Mai. So it wouldn't surprise me that we have a couple more of the main characters from the next series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Here announced as well. And we also have Ojama Yellow, which is one of the sidekicks of Chaz in the story, one of the main monsters that he turns to, which that is surprising. And of course, we have Elemental Hero Avian and Elemental Hero Burstinatrix to finish out this lineup here. Those are the main two monsters that Jaden starts out with at the beginning of the show. So it doesn't surprise me that we see these eventually. And I think we'll eventually see the fusion form of these at some point down the road, because if they're doing these two, it wouldn't surprise me that they do the fusion of these two as well. And for My Hero Academia, we got a few things announced as well. We've got Ochako with another potential chase. Not sure what they're going to do with this, because they've already had an Ochako with a chase. So I'm interesting to see what choice they go with. We then got a Dobby with Flames. That one I think is going to be really cool. I think a lot of people are going to want that, because the only piece of Dobby right now is that con piece and the deluxe piece. And getting that con piece is rather expensive, so I do see that one being very popular. We also got Redestro and Mirko to round these out. So My Hero fans, you got a couple things coming, as well as the stuff that they already announced, and I'm excited to see these when those are eventually shown off as well. And Invincible fans, you get a few pieces as well for you guys, and I know that a lot of people are really excited about this because this is a very popular show. Over, I want to say, on Amazon Prime. You've got Invincible, which is the title character. You've got Adam Eve, which is another character. And then you have Omni-Man, which is one of the more popular characters in the show. I've actually never watched it, but from what I've seen from like people's opinions and who's referenced a lot in that show, Omni-Man is definitely one of those players from there. And I'm not surprised to see these three be chosen. So look for those when those are eventually released. And for Hunter x Hunter fans, you've got about 6 pops coming your way as well, and a lot of these have not been done so far, and I will try not to butcher these names as I am not too far in Hunter x Hunter. So we have Pakunoda being announced, we've got Phaeton being announced, we've got Machi Komachin being announced, we've got Nobunaga that was announced, we've got Finks, and we've got Shizuku with Blinky. All of these I've never seen in pop form for Hunter x Hunter, and it's very cool that they're not going with a lot of the title characters like Killua or Gon as they've done in the past. And we're kind of getting to different characters of the show, which is going to add to people's collection and add to that variety. I think that's always a good thing. And these next two definitely hit to home and to the wallet. We've got some more leaks for Demon Slayer. We finally have a Tengen Uzui that could be coming, as well as a potential chase variant on that. If it was my guess, it'd be either A, he's holding his weapon, or B, he is missing an arm, because that is a classic moment from that arc. So that would be very cool and very sought after when it's announced. I won't be surprised if that is a Funko Shop exclusive. We also got Daki, which is part of the Upper Moons. She is going to be released. She hasn't had a pop yet, so that'll be very cool. We've also got Aoi Kanzaki. She is one of the nurses after the Entertainment District arc that takes care of her top trio, so it's very, very cool to see that included here. She is also going to have a potential chase. And then, of course, I think this would be a great 3-pack. That's Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke, all in their kimonos from the beginning of the Entertainment District arc. I think they have a great chance to capitalize on this as a 3-pack, but I think that these will each be individual. And if I had to guess anything, because I've been seeing a lot more recently, I will not be surprised if these are Funko Shop exclusives. And finally, for our One Piece fans, we've got 4 things that are announced, and one I think is going to be very hyped after and is going to sell out in seconds when it is announced, and I will not be surprised when it is a Funko Shop exclusive, and I'm not sure how many they will make. So first of all, we have Carrot from One Piece. We have Katakuri, who is that antagonist that Luffy fights, and he transforms into Snake Man for the first time when fighting that. And then we have Kaido in his man beast form as a 6-inch, which I think is very cool because we've already had a Kaido, but I would eventually love to see him in his dragon form, and I think we will, which I will be very, very hyped when we do see that. And then, of course, we have Luffy Gear 5, and it is confirmed that that is going to have a chase. And that is going to be one of the most sought after pops ever released. With One Piece being, in its 21st, 22nd, however many, like 25 years been going, that is one of the biggest moments from that anime. And when that is eventually released, I think a lot of people are going to want it. I don't know how many they're going to make, but I guarantee you it will be a Funko Shop release and it will go very quickly. I am definitely going to try to get that. and I will probably buy the, the limited, which is two, a limit of two, and I will try to get the chases. A lot of people will. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for terms of leaks today from Scarlet Joker. There's a lot here covered. Let me know down in the comments below if there's anything that was shown off here that you are excited for. Me, definitely the Demon Slayer and One Piece stuff. And when those eventually do show off, like the actual physical forms of those, I will share that with you guys here on this channel. But thank you so much for sticking around through the entirety of the video. I truly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, please liking the video and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out tremendously. And as always, I'll see you guys later.